Welcome to another episode of Rise of Nyarlathotep. We are going to be finally making it to the ball. I refuse to not have us make it to the ball. We will get there. Will we finish the ball today? I don't know. This is a TTRPG. Things aren't exactly like on a straight and narrow. So before we dive into all that, let's go around, introduce ourselves. We got a few announcements and some wonderful recap. My name is Lucas. I will be your GM for the evening. My pronouns are he, him. Ian.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ian. My pronouns are he, they, and I'm playing Weary, the Artificer Tiefling, newly married, pronouns they, them. Very excited about that. This is my first D&D character to ever get married, so very, very happy about that. But we're also playing Petticoats and Proposals, which means I'm also piloting a bird. I was also recently informed that apparently getting married in Petticoats and Proposal is technically a win condition, so I have won Petticoats and Proposals already. But I'm also playing a bird that is agonizing over the choice of marriage, and that's Drink Frosty, who has to decide if he wants to marry for security or for love.
Meg will be showing up soon. They are just on their way, so don't worry. So we will have them show up, but we will hop on over to Jess.
There, I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Glyph, the Automata Rogue, whose pronouns are they, he. And I will also be playing as my Plumerian noble, Lady Twillia Thistlewhistle. And her pronouns are she, her. And she's so excited and just wants to help everybody out and doesn't have any dark secrets.
Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve, and I am playing TK37, the telekinetic goblin super soldier, and then there's also the corpse that I'm playing, Delata, who is dead and rotting in an alley. Oh, and hey, come here. I also got Bubbles here.
I see them hopping up. But
anyways, yes.
And Jason.
You're not getting that pizza.
Yes, don't get the pizza. But I'm Jason, and I'm playing Kratok, the simply superb Plumerian bard, as well as Rip Talon, the badass bowerbird Earl equivalent who takes no title.
All right, so few things to go through. First up, music that's playing is from the wonderful Sirenscape. Head on over to Sirenscape to feel like you have a harpist in your room. Is that the term for them? I don't know. It is now. So hang out with a harpist in your room, in your head, but also in your ears. Oh my God, you're bringing your dreams to life. Also, it's pretty relaxing. I don't know. You just have it playing for 24/7. Really, it'll just loop. So yeah, head on over to Sirenscape. Get all your musical needs. Make your dreams come true. That's their new slogan. We are also proudly sponsored by Roll20. Roll20 was super cool, and they're like, hey, how's it going? We were doing pretty good at the time, so I said pretty good. Then we were given a bunch of copies of Journey Through the Radiant Citadel. So we are going to be doing a giveaway. We have a bunch of entries that happened on social media, but another way to enter is head on to, or I guess you're already here, you're on our video thing, so just talk in the chat, follow us on Twitch, follow us on YouTube. That'll be helpful. We're almost at 100. Once we hit 100, we get finally a custom URL. So hit us up on YouTube as well. Super appreciate it. But yeah, we will be doing the draw at the very end. And we do have a show that will be starting October 1st, Escaping Carcosa, which is a pre-recorded show where I'm doing a boatload of art, and I will talk about it more at the end, so stick around for me to be explaining this fun new show that has been taking all my free time and then some. Alright. Anywho, before we kick into this, let's do a little recap. So last time you all had just come back from the warehouse, the illegal bread factory. You looked around there, was it Lady Bywood? I can't even remember these. Lady Arabella Bywood had showed up, talked to Alora, handed Alora a fun gift. Alora came outside with the gift as they took off, and turns out Glyph's arm. Hey, and it still moves. Whenever Glyph thinks about moving it, this arm is moving. So it is still in some weird way attached to Glyph. Also, while the party was talking about things, Alora's magic has come back. So Alora was able to heal people up, save Bubbles, and the party traveled on back to the estate. We also had Weary, who was just recently engaged with Trust, decide they got to get married now. So they planned the whole wedding with Twillia. They got the whole wedding set up. The next day, it was like a pop-up, ready to go, and it was a lovely time. Kyle showed up. Kyle was promptly beat down, and the wedding still happened. Alrighty. Oh, and thank you for subscribing. I see some people saying that in the chat that they did so.
Yeah.
Here we go. A wedding can be quite the force of nature. To those in attendance, it is a delightful celebration of love, unity, friendship, or even those who are small enough in heart, just the strengthening of a house. To those wed, it is a day of emotion. It's a flurry of events that carry you throughout the day, and at the end an overwhelming sense of relief when it is finally over and you can have something to eat. In Plumeria, the old ways, they say, they sing the bird song at the wedding so that these memories can be captured and the moments of love are passed down for generations to see. But what we see now at this wedding is no political play, no aim for status or wealth. What we see is two soldiers who are reunited by chance and were given the opportunity to have another shot at what could have been. We see this group of friends celebrating the happy couple as they sit around a large table feasting and drinking and laughing. There are no monsters lurking in the shadow, no Kyles trying to grab a seat, just merriment, celebration, as it should be. So you are all sitting around the table, and it's a beautiful day out. And let's go over the fun things that Weary gets. So Weary, you did it. You had the petticoat, you had the proposal, you had the wedding. So when you get married, you gain the following benefits. You can, so if you wish, you could retire the character, but right now you still need them because it's Weary.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm done with Weary today.
So now, twice per session, you may add your partner's modifier to a roll. So we'll say twice per session, you can go ahead and add a +1 to any of your rolls. You heal all your goodwill, and so it's all set back to the maximum. Your rank and your spouse's rank are the same, so that stays the same. You may take an additional move from your playbook if you so wish. And you are not rejected, so don't worry. You have not become your scorned self, so all things are good. So you gain bonuses to your rolls, you gain an additional move, and your full hit points.
Ooh.
You, and Weary, something else happens too while you're here. Your hands have been shaking. They've been unsteady ever since you've come back from the afterlives. And when you look down at your hands in the middle of eating, you're holding on to one of your forks. It's steady. Your hand is fine. The tremors are gone. Your mind is clear. You feel the ideas coming back to you, the projects you wanted to work on. TK's arm that you suddenly you're like, you have like a breakthrough on something, like, oh, I want to write that down. And it has been a while since you've wanted to write down an idea.
Nice. All right.
So you all are sitting at this table, eating, drinking, laughing.
So I think everyone had this lovely ceremony. And Twillia was not there at the ceremony. I mean, she was there.
She's probably watching from like the side or something, making sure.
She's busy. But now, everyone's finishing up their wedding brunch, and she bustles up with some packages. And she's just like, salutations and so many happy returns. Good morning, Weary and Trust. Oh, congratulations. And she's just like kissing you both on the cheek, which is weird because she's a bird. So like, it's kind of sharp.
It's quite literally pecking you.
Yeah.
It's kind of adorable though.
She's like, I'm sure everything went absolutely perfect. I'm so sorry I was late. There were some very last-minute arrangements I had to help with early this morning with the ball. The poor crest feathers, this bug that's going through them. It's so unfortunate. They're all just ill in bed, and it's so sad. They're such a close-knit family that you hate seeing this occur. But they should be well, and all should be well with the ball. And so I know you two love birds, as I hear they say outside of Chimeria. I have one little last surprise, and she pulls out like a box from like a bakery, and sets down and opens it, and it's like, so this is a brunch, so we don't have the traditional 7-layer cake, and she opens it, and there are 2 little crystal caterpillar grubs, and they're like white and clear and glittery, and she's like, these are an ancient Plumerian tradition for weddings, and all you have to do is feed one to each other, and they're quite delicious, I've heard. I'm looking at you both very expectantly.
Oh yeah, we're just like, uh-huh. Thank you so much, Twilio.
Tell them this is an old tradition.
Yeah, it goes back as far as I can remember, actually.
Do I see
TK's looking at those like,
Do I see like the little like their like body systems inside of their clear form? Like, do I see?
Oh no,
like,
do you?
I will
blood
say
pumping through their
yes.
veins. Oh, that's
we
the
are
word.
playing Rise of Nyarlathotep, so
Oh, so there's like a little circulatory system in there. Perfect.
it's all working. It's all good.
Oh, that's great. Weary picks one up gently and like looks at it in the eyes.
you see that little beating right there? That means it's healthy.
Oh gosh, I didn't know caterpillars had tiny hearts.
You just each hold one and cross your arms and you feed it to each other.
All right, trust, but bottoms up. They're just like eyes pleading for help, but no one can help. And I feed the caterpillar to Trust.
Trust just takes it like a champ.
Okay.
It eats it and goes. I met Crestfeather a few years ago, so I've had a lot of weird bugs. But now your turn.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a bug.
And for just a split second, TK, you feel the impending doom that you're about to be eaten, and then you're okay.
You connected a little too hard with the bug.
And as you both eat the grub, out of who knows where from her little poofy dress, Twilly does throw rose petals.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I've had those in my pocket all morning.
Oh, you came very prepared.
I like to think. I'm thinking that those grubs probably turn into some just absolutely just horrific beetle.
Oh yeah, no, I want
Like
the
super-
grub to turn
just
into like
super
a
big.
monstrous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just monstrous and covered in spines, like just spitting acid.
I like to think too, because there's so much undead, like they probably like eat corpses like while they're traveling along. But then you have this beautiful crystalline grub.
A rare delicacy.
Yeah.
They taste great. I
Well,
don't know what y'all are
There's
going
like
on.
there's like a 2-week period in which you can eat them, and so you have
It's like-
to really nail it. Or
It's
else
That's
you
why
kill
when
it.
this-
you play Dark Souls and you see those cute little gem lizards, but you know you have to kill them because they have nice rocks inside of them.
And they turn into big gem lizards.
Yeah, they do eventually. I haven't gotten that far in the series, but I've heard they get big.
Yes.
Hey, Kortak, do you mind join me over by the Mimosa bar real quick?
Sure, TK.
So, I need your help with something.
Yeah, sure. Let's we can talk. Talk shuffles over.
TK kind of leads in real conspiratorial like. All right. So like you're like cool and smart and good looking, right? And stuff, you know.
I don't know about all those things, but I appreciate the gesture.
All right. So like say you really liked like, you know, like someone, but like you're kind of like work associate, so it might get awkward. But like, you know, you don't know if they like you or
TK,
something.
before you even finish, I know what you're going to say, and you're supposed to let your employer know if you develop those kind of relationships.
He's just kind of a skeleton. I don't know where he's at.
That's true.
Honestly, I don't think he'd care.
A hand bursts out of the ground.
Oh God.
Well, you
Um,
quit grumbling at me. I'm busy.
Anyways, I did interrupt. I pardon me for that. Was there more to that, or?
I mean, like, okay, so, like, I kind of, like, lost all my memories. I'm, like, kind of technically married still.
So,
I'm sorry if y'all can hear that whining.
Oh, you're good. Zoom's filtering it out.
Wailing behind me because I didn't give her pizza.
So, TK, are you asking, like, if it's ethical, or?
I mean, I hadn't really taken that into consideration.
What do you want to know?
How do you like talk to somebody about that?
How do you what? Sorry.
Yeah, like how do you approach someone? It's like I kind of lost a lot of my memory of like how that happened to me in the first place.
Well, that's really tough to answer because I've never been through something quite like that.
Wait, really?
But
Not with anyone?
well, I haven't lost my main memory. Is the thing.
Okay.
The important detail.
I thought you were talking about something else. Okay, never mind, carry on.
I guess you just go about things however it feels most natural.
Okay,
And at a
nothing
certain
feels
point-
natural to me. I'm like a weird abomination.
TK, you have mushrooms growing on your arm. That's as natural as it gets.
I don't think that's true.
It's not normal per se, but it's definitely natural.
This is manufactured.
Well,
It's like came
regardless-
off of like a growth assembly line.
And now it's supplemented with cool psychic crystals. So
regardless of all of that, I think that you just have to sort of feel things out. And when the time's right, you have to disclose, like, well, you don't have to, but I think you should disclose that you lived a life before and you don't have all your memories.
No, that's no. It's not about the marriage. I'm pretty sure that guy's like dead or something. Look, I'm just that. How do you like ask someone out?
Oh, you forgot how to do that.
Yeah,
I thought you were worried about all the fallout from your old life.
I wasn't, but now I kind of am.
Jesus Christ.
oh, man.
So, do either of you want a samosa?
Yes, of course I want a mimosa.
Oh, this is the samosa bar.
What's a samosa?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go over the other one.
What's a samosa?
Listen, I am not legally allowed to give you one if you don't know what it is.
That would be
Luke is
totally
out of
okay.
character. What is a samosa?
You need to know. I can't legally give you one.
That sounds like a Girl Scout
Fuck,
cookie.
what is a
that?
samosa?
No.
That sounds like Twillia organized two bars that have rhyming names.
Can't have wedding without a secret samosa bar.
But on
Here
an
from across the
off
way.
note, do you not know what a samosa is?
Now I do. I looked it up.
Is it a fake mimosa?
No, it's like fried potatoes in like a little
it's like
dumpling.
Yeah.
Indian
Oh,
dumpling.
It's
see,
delicious.
I was thinking it was like a mock
I had to look. I had to
No,
look it up. I didn't.
It's a
know.
wonderful. wonderful
everyone
thing.
know
Try
what
it.
a
It's very
mimosa
good.
is?
I know what a mimosa is as well.
Yeah,
But I made
isn't
it
it
a-
Why
orange
did you
juice
say
and
baked
wine?
Mimosa. I got really concerned.
It's Twilia's fifth cousin. They're trying to get this mimosa.
You made
this
me
samosa
doubt.
thing
I'm like,
off
did
the-
I say something weird?
the ground.
To Google
No,
it.
The fuck
I
is
think
that?
I think it's really neat that like across like every culture in the world, people are like, if I wrap this thing in bread and then dump it in hot oil, it will be delicious.
That is
I think that like
sense.
every culture has something like that, and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
okay. Back on track, hopefully. TK, I would say it depends on the person, but generally speaking, it's good to just go out there and just tell them exactly like it is. If you like them, let them know. Ask them if they're doing anything that evening.
But what if I know what they're doing?
Ask them if they want to do it with you.
Do it, or like do it. Like do.
I am really worried about.
I don't know
this
if-
person right now.
I think that might be a bit forward.
Yeah. Why would TK know if they're like doing it?
TK
That's what I
doesn't
wanna
know
know.
why she knows half the things that she knows. She just knows some things.
Either way, I think it would still be an appropriate question because if they're that open about that, they might just be down for it, if you know what I'm saying.
But I don't know. I don't know if they'd be down for that. I really don't. I'm probably not going to ask them about that, like right off the bat.
I was trying to avoid getting too nosy, but can I ask who it is?
No.
Okay. So here's if
I don't
they're
want things to get awkward, you know?
Hmm.
You quit your whining.
If
You
they're
don't like
more-
my TK voice, do you? I'm sorry.
Can you say if they're more on the fancy side or more on the practical side?
It really depends on what they're doing.
Well, TK, I can't help a whole lot, but I just go back to what I originally said. Just be very forward. Well, not like aggressively forward, but just say what you're thinking, what's on your mind, how you're feeling, and just go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can do that. I can be like cool.
And if they say no, there's a million birds in the sky.
I don't know. I think like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm not that into birds.
It's
Like
more
it
of a-
seemed cool, but I don't know. It just did nothing for me.
it's the plumerian version of the fish in the sea thing.
No, I get that. I'm not into fish either.
You know what, TK, you're doing great. Just go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Hey, guy, where's the mimosa bar?
Oh, it's just to your right.
We lost the Lucas.
I'm just trying to fix my camera. It keeps flickering. I'm you know me. I'm camera guy. I work the samosa bar. You want to talk to mimosa guy? It's right over there.
Samosa
Yeah.
guy, you're doing great.
I'm trying.
TK's gonna go and get a mimosa, and then think about it, and get a second mimosa.
Honestly, you could have like 6 and be fine. So
Oh, it's not for her.
So you get one. Oh, be like it. As they hand you one, and you see like they have these little plugs in their ears, and like, here's your other one.
Oh,
This feels like a bait.
why do you got those bugs in your ears?
I'm sorry. I have plugs in my ears. I have very sensitive hearing.
Oh my god, I feel so
Yes.
TK nods.
so wise to your tricks now.
They take out the plugs through their ears. I do apologize about that. I had plugs in my ears. But yes, is there anything else I could help you with?
No, I'm good.
Oh, perfect. All right. Please do come back if you want another. They are free.
Noted. TK's gonna go back to the table with 2 drinks and then stand there awkwardly.
Time after
So-
time's playing. Like high school gym lights are overhead.
TK's just
What?
like sweating. He's like, where are all these lights coming from?
Oh, no.
It's so hot.
I do like to think Twillia is actually showing Weary and Trust like a simple Plumerian dance.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Just because if they want to, we can call the spotlight and you can do a solo dance. Again, required if you were Plumerian, but
I'm trying to learn to be more polite, so if it would make you happier to put a spotlight on me dancing, then
Yeah, that sounds awesome. You know I love dancing.
I love dancing too. I just don't like when people can see me move my body.
All these strange ways.
Oh, yeah.
No, just picturing like weary flossing.
Yeah, no, it's like,
Well, a lot of the Plumerian dances too have to do with like their wings and like
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
they're
yeah.
moving them. So for you, like you just got these human arms, and
Oh,
so
yeah,
Dude,
it's not the same.
Weary desperately wants to move some hips, but all the other dances seem to be very arm and movement focused.
very
Oh,
very arm,
are-
tail feather. Sometimes poofing up the feathers around the neck, and you can't really do anything about that.
Yeah,
so
it's
you
like,
try to
what-
move your
what-
shoulders. You're
Just like strain my neck really hard, make a vein pop.
You
out.
just you have to just your neck should get large. Okay, we'll do that.
Trust
Okay.
just does like a flex. You see, like the veins.
Weary does not attempt to flex because that would draw attention to the scar where my head will pop off if I die.
You flex
so-
too hard.
Yeah. Oh, don't say that. Don't put that energy into the space. I don't want my head
That
to pop off at
reminds-
my wedding.
I used to know how to do a prairie chicken mating dance. They have a very distinctive dance. It has been like 15 years since I've done it. So.
Sorry, I am now imagining TK remembering this.
Yeah, this is part of TK's memory.
I know how to
canon.
do it. I know how to dance like a bird.
And remember, chickens are incredibly dangerous in this
They're
world.
so
They're
dangerous.
gigantic. They breathe fire.
What?
Yeah, they're very, very deadly.
Chickens are outrageous.
Was this established before, or is
Yeah.
this
Yes.
canon?
Yeah,
This-
but
so
they're
in
still
the-
delicious.
Yeah, in the Western special,
Oh my god! I don't.
they,
that was a while ago.
they talked about chicken and how like everyone could be persuaded by offering them chicken. And it's like, why? And it's like, it's the chickens. No one ever gets chicken because they're so dangerous. But the notable individuals had recently killed one.
Oh,
And that good.
prairie chickens are really cool looking. I'm hard digressing now. They're neat.
Are you sure we're going to get to the ball, Lucas?
I am about to force your hand.
You literally put an NPC in front of us with earplugs.
Can't help it. You
specifically to
know
do
I
a
can't
bit.
help it.
All right, if you're about to hard cut,
No,
the ball,
I'm
got
moving
one
it to
last
TK.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, one last thing. TK awkwardly walks up to Glyph. It's just like, hey, Glyph,
Oh, TK.
how are you?
I am well. This is the first wedding I've attended, and it was very pleasant.
That's good. I think I might have attended a wedding before.
A goblin wedding? Those are probably fascinating. I assume they are very mushroom themed.
I think it was more of like a dwarf wedding. Hey, so I have 2 drinks.
You do.
Yeah. TK just takes a sip of one. So, what are you doing tonight?
I'm attending the ball.
That's cool. Hey, so am I. TK takes a sip from the other mimosa.
Fucking Christ.
This is amazing.
What? Talk had so much better advice if he knew this was the case.
Oh man, yeah. If there was any context.
TK did say it was a work associate.
I was gonna say we don't have that many that are still alive, so
Yeah.
it really narrows things
I
down.
thought
And
you
not
could've been,
birds.
like going back to like your old work associates.
No, she hates this guy. She found a revenge murder on all of her old company.
Yeah.
Yes, I've also not attended a ball. I've helped prepare and plan for them. This will also be a new experience.
Yeah. Well, I didn't plan any, but like I've never been to one. So that's cool that you're going to that. But like you'll be there and I'm going there. We're kind of staying in the same building. So like do you want to like walk downstairs to it at like the same time?
Oh, TK, I would be happy to accompany you.
Yeah, all right. Cool. Yeah. TK is sweating so much. She's got pit stains. She's got like under boob stains. And just like, whoa, these lights are really hot in here.
It's outside.
This is the sun.
Yeah, I used to live underground, and I'm real pasty, and I probably should have put on a hat.
I just look at you a little confused. Yes, we can attend together. I wish you had said something a little earlier. We could have coordinated our outfits. But yours is black, which does match everything.
That's cool. Outfits and stuff. TK just like starts chugging one of the.
What's Kritak's face look like as Kritak gave this advice and now is watching this?
Her talk is just like if you can imagine the bottom of his beak hitting the floor, that's what's happening. He can't believe what he's seeing and hearing. He had no idea that that's what would come out of that. I guess it makes sense at the end of the day, but he's like, what?
It's the bird head twitch.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah, Glyph is now contemplating how to quickly like more align our outfits.
So, as you're all having this corporate video, we watch as you see a swift moving Kyle walking into the estate. And the reason why this is weird is because Kyle is wearing a very ordinary suit. And when you look up at the sky, it's about time for Kyle to go have that meeting.
Oh, we're going to be late. Whoever wants to go to Lord Crestfeather's office to meet with him and Kyle, we should probably head over soon.
Yeah.
So that's weary for sure. Does anyone else want to come?
Glyph, like, awkwardly is kind of like slinking into their cloak a little bit.
I can stand outside the door. Make sure nobody like messes around.
Sure, you're definitely welcome, Trust.
Yeah, I put a bottle through his face like yesterday, so I'm like, I'm not feeling too good. I'm very sweaty right now.
You know,
I'll just
TK,
hang out with. I gotta get to know Trust. Trust is part of the family now.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Trust, this is TK. I trust her with my life.
I met her when she beat Kyle's face in with the bottle.
That one of
You
many
splattered
skills.
blood on me.
One of many skills she brings to the table.
And I kind of do that a lot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
One time she was like a big wolf monster, and we killed a star spawn together.
That was pretty cool.
That was
Let's
really
talk.
cool.
Wait,
That was
hold
really
up.
cool.
I want this
That wasn't
story,
cool.
but I know we're gonna have
No.
to stand outside that door. So
Oh yeah, so
Please
that's a
don't.
good time to tell that story, and I give Trust a peck on the cheek.
yeah. And so you're heading towards Lord Crestfeather's study. Now, Glyph, are you heading off to adjust your outfit to coordinate with TK, or are you going to go inside with Weary and Kratok?
I don't know. Glyph actually stops Weary and Kratok. He's kind of shaking their hands. I'm not sure if I can be helpful in this meeting.
that's okay. You don't have to come if you don't want to. Is there anything that you'd like to get across messaging-wise?
Oh. Well, besides that the Bywoods cannot be trusted at all, I would prefer they had as little business in Plumeria as possible, but I know that is not part of the plan.
It's unfortunately one of the only bargaining chips we really have. I don't know how to make this work without that.
Yeah.
Lady Bywood will happily throw Kyle under any bus. Even a scooter. Anything, really.
I mean,
I'd throw him under a bus too.
having an immortal Patsy is actually very convenient. Because it's like, oh, if he does any crimes, he just gets killed and then comes back later and you can use him as a Patsy again.
Well, he's actually a legal loophole that they're having a hard time figuring out, because when you die, technically your crimes
It clears
are...
you of all charges!
Yeah, so
Oh, hey, we died. We're in the clear.
Oh,
We're
wait, yeah,
good.
we're no longer wanted
Oh,
by
well,
the
no,
world.
we're
In the
still
Foundry of
on.
Steel.
We're didn't
Oh, okay.
die.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm still wanted by the world government. Everyone else is cleared of charges.
Yeah, we're good. Fuck you. Get out of here.
I will stay with Trust and TK. If anything goes awry,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
cool. Sounds great.
I pull Trust
Yeah.
aside.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've noticed TK sweating a lot. I don't know if it's
No,
like
it's pretty hot out for other people, not for us, but you know.
Right. But like, I don't know. Like, if they ask for like water or anything, like obviously,
Carry my
like,
water skin.
if you need water, you should obviously drink water. I mean, if she wants any water, you should like get her some, because I know she lived underground for most of her life, and this is probably a lot.
Oh, Weary, you're so thoughtful. Of course.
And I don't know. Glyph is looking a little bunched up too. If they need anything, just to help them out.
I don't know how to
good.
They're
fix.
looking all weird and awkward.
I don't know how to fix an automata.
I mean, yeah, but I'm sure if Glyph just gives you like a task, it'll be like a task that will make Glyph happy, so you can do that task.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Just
just
water
help
here.
them out, you know. And I'm sure they'll tell you a lot of stories about horrible things I've done, and I'm sorry. And I immediately run away.
Hey, wait! As you're walking away.
Weary was saying
it
all
was-
that.
Weary's done so many crimes.
I'll have
They have.
two mimosas, please.
Oh no.
So you all are heading off towards the study. So Weary and Kratok, you're leading the way, and you go up a few flights of stairs as you're going through this very large building. And Kratok, you know the way there as you've been there before, and you make it to Lord Crestfeather's study. A few quick knocks, and you open up the door, and in there you see Kyle, who has a very strangely not like I'm better than you face. It's a very like neutral. I'm here. That's what we're doing. The other three, you wait outside the doors. The door closes, and in there you do not see Lord Crestfeather. Instead, you see an old owl plumerian. They have this small set of glasses that are resting on their beak. They look up. Who are you?
Kratok reaches out a hand to this owl and says, Sir Kratok, pleased to make your acquaintance.
I'm Owlsworth.
Owlsworth.
Yes, I'm the financial advisor and assistant to Lord Crestfeather. I've been with the family for quite a few years.
All right, I believe I've heard your name before. It's nice to meet you in the flesh.
Yes. And your friend here.
Hello, I'm the Honorable Weary. That's my title here, right? And I kind of like look over to Kratok for affirmation, just kind of nod.
Kratok just kind of nods like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's the Honorable Weary here in assistance of Kratok.
Might I ask what this is about? I was here meeting with Lord Kyle.
Yes, about that. We were hoping to meet with both of you at the same time for probably the exact same purpose. Is this financial dealing?
Very well, please. Pull us some chairs. Now, we were discussing some tactile imports and exports. Kyle is interested in setting up some business with new fabric and material we've been producing here in Plumeria. Yes, and I don't know why these two are here.
Well, Kyle, if you want to get the best deal possible, you should be happy that I'm here.
I am the best deal possible.
I didn't know you were for sale.
To the right bidder, of course, Weary, but you just got married. Heavens, keep it to yourself.
Oh, there's just like a full disgust face, just like, oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I thought you were like selling yourself for medical experiments or something.
Kyle leans back and they pick up their glass of red wine with ice cubes in it and they take a sip.
Little freak.
Kyle, I had a plan to get yourself, Lady Arabella Bywood, and Paloma preferred shares in a few key industries in Plumeria.
Paloma? Why?
Well, I guess we could write her out of the deal if that's how you feel about it.
Yes. Ooh, yes. And my mother. Let's write her out. Just for me, what is it?
I would like to do that, but it is vital that she is part of it.
All right. What do you... That's everyone. Everyone pretends to be my friend, but they're really just trying to get at my mother. They don't care about my feelings.
Kyle, I don't think for a second any of us have pretended to be your friend.
You've been my friend numerous times. We've had heart-to-heart conversations, and we've been such good friends.
So we haven't been pretending? I just kind of like, that wasn't what I was going for, but sure.
I know a faker, and Weary, you're not a very good liar.
I'm really not. This has been a cause of distress and problems for us for a very long time.
I've felt the threads of friendship with you randos for some time now. Obviously, me and Alora clicked right immediately because we're just two peas in a pod. And the rest of you, it's taken some time. I still don't like Glyph, but, you know, it's been fine.
Is there like a check in this system to like hold back?
100%. It is called
Making a
keep your
face?
composure.
I need to keep my composure. Oh, that's a 10 actually. Thank
Ooh.
goodness.
Ooh, I think you might actually get something for that. Let's see here. So keep your composure. On a 10 plus, you're able to fulfill your goal, and you get a +1 on your next roll.
Hell yeah.
So you feel an urge to slap him.
It's the natural instinct when he's around.
You hold back, and you're calm and collected. If anything, you feel like a moment of zen pass over you. It's good. All right, so what's this deal you wish to spin my way?
All right, Lord Kyle. In exchange, well, here. First, let's look at these. Kratok gets up and he pulls like a ledger from the wall.
Oh,
You don't know why he was keeping this here, but he's got it like a little book, and he opens it up and he shows it to Kyle. And he's like, I have personally all of these in my possession, and he points to a bunch of like different tickers. These are yours today, and I'll put in a good word to get many, many more with all of the top brokers in a few different companies here. In exchange, we need two things from you.
right.
One, because you cannot be insured for this deal with immortality, we need you to give up being immortal.
That seems pretty... I don't know. What's the other one?
The other one is we need your mother's itinerary for the rest of the year. Because we need to be able to schedule board meetings.
First of all, I propose a clause that allows me to keep my immortality until my mother's anger has been tempered, because she will kill me continuously after I steal that ledger. And that's bad for my books. Secondly, I see here the summer harvest of 13C. As we look here, your year wasn't very good. I don't know. I don't feel very strong about this one. So the stocks they've been flipping, they've been going up and down a little bit, but I do see some steady gain on this one. I guess that's from Lord Crestfeather's work of the constant exports and imports that he's been bringing in from the Arcanium, as well as the Enclave of Terra and Teleros, you want to call it. So it seems like the stocks you have are pretty decent, but...
Flip one more page, Kyle. Look at the textiles. And there's one more page where everything's just like skyrocketing.
I want to show my business card now.
Here's what I want. Also, including my clause, because my Lady Arabella Bywood will flay me. It's happened. Whatever. But I wish to live through it. So, I will retain my immortality until she has calmed her nerve on the stealing of an itinerary. But I want both of you to compliment my outfit to the divine voice, the bull.
Is that it?
Oh. That's it.
Wow,
Doc just looks over it.
I'm gonna study a situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that uses my wit, which I have a lot of as the only stat I have a good amount in. And I rolled.
Or you get a
7.
+1 to this.
Oh, I do get a +1.
So it'll
I
be
rolled
an 8. So you can ask 1. What is happening here? What could be used for my benefit? What is the history of this place? What's being hidden from me? Or how could this situation turn out?
What is being hidden from me?
Obviously, Kyle wants you to not only just flatter him, but...
Oh, I can ask an extra question because I read this in a book somewhere. So we'll do that in a second.
Okay. So you know that you saying, hey, this outfit's really good, and both you and Kratok at the moment are a bit of like the talk of the town due to your recent marriage, that means that it will give Kyle like a leg to stand on in business conversations with other noble Plumerians.
Okay.
Basically, you're putting your name like on credibility for Kyle.
Okay. Well, I guess that means a lot more for Kratok than for me. What
That's kind of what we're doing here anyway.
Yeah, what can be used for my benefit?
So obviously Kyle doesn't care about his mother at all, but it definitely seems like what you could use probably is Kyle's like desire to get a foothold here and desire to be popular, and like a name in people's beaks. So you could definitely use flattery to easily sway Kyle to go do things for you.
Okay. So he takes a deep breath. How long? Your mother is also immortal, right?
Is she?
Kyle, I wouldn't know the answer to that question. The last time we met, I dropped an airship on her head.
I don't pay attention to these things. I did. Funny story. I did try to kill her a couple months ago. Didn't work. But I don't think that was an immortal thing. I think she's just stubborn as hell.
Okay. I read somewhere she's an avatar. Are you familiar with that at all?
You're just making up words at this point. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just thought it might run in the family and you might be an avatar too.
Oh, we're not like blood, you know what I mean? It's like, she found me and I was working my way up in the fashion industry and here.
Sorry.
She found him as a wee lad at the child factory.
At the garment factory and raised him up.
She saw that I created a type of material that could be used for an airship. And snapped me up.
Wow. That must mean she can recognize talent and skill when she sees it.
Unfortunately, that's why I have a lot of siblings. You think it's just me and Paloma?
I really didn't, but I don't know much about her. So.
There's a lot.
Okay. Interesting. I lean over to Kratok to kind of like one-on-one real quick. Why do we need Arabella Bywood's journal or itinerary?
That was just in case we need to gank her or whatever in the future.
I feel like she's like really scary and powerful. She'll find us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we could have the upper hand that way.
Oh, true. We could always, get the drop on her. Because I need to take his immortality sooner than later. And if his mom is also immortal, there's a chance that she'll be angry for like centuries. And I don't think my deal with Death God is going to work if I have to wait a century for Kyle to die.
So how do you propose that we go about it then now?
We need to protect Kyle somehow.
All right, Kyle.
Wait. And I look over. I'm trying to remember a thing. The Doom Cube, is that accessible still? It's just floating somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's floating above Greynest.
Yeah.
I was about to call it Geldspar again.
I was gonna say we could like hide him, stash him in there. But then he'd have to die. I could call in my favor with Zed, formerly known as Pesca, to like scoop him and take him somewhere far away.
If anyone could destroy a supercomputer, it would definitely be Kyle.
Yeah, but then I
Just
feel
spills
like I
a
don't want
Coke.
to like I don't want to do that to my supercomputer best buddy.
It's like, I've calculated every possible move a human could possibly. What are you doing?
Yeah, because that's the thing. If I call in this favor to my supercomputer giant squid that I accidentally made with God's blood, I would be condemning my supercomputer giant squid baby that I made with God's blood to Kyle, and I don't want to do that to my friend.
We don't know when we're gonna need to call Zed to pick us up.
To pick us up. Oh, good plan, Meg. If Kyle's immortal, Kyle won't be immortal, but if we send Kyle to the Far Realm, there's a chance that Kyle won't die, just turn into something horrible, which is a fate worse than death, but not technically dying.
Isn't he kind of already something horrible?
I look at him, and I check his outfit for discrepancies.
It's a perfectly normal suit.
There's something
It's
really
the
off about it.
socks or the undershirt.
Yeah, there's something off about it. Yeah.
He is wearing gray socks and a white undershirt.
That's weird.
This is definitely weird.
Yeah, I
What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Did you
I-
put something inside of you?
Yeah, I take a minute and I turn
Just
away
rolls.
from Kratok. All right, we'll figure that out later. This deal might work out fine. I look over to Kyle. Normally, you wear very interesting garments. What's the deal here?
I'm doing business.
Oh,
My business outfit is my armor I wear to battle. Also, I'm drinking red wine. I want
Why
to
don't you
ruin my
just-
good stuff.
why don't you just wear red?
You want me to wear red at a ball? Me? I mean, I could.
I was gonna say I don't see why that would be a problem for you.
Oh, you would, Weary. You would try to sabotage me like that. But I shan't take your bait. No?
Look to Kratok like lost. Like I don't know how to. This is functionally not a person I'm able to communicate with.
You see, Ellsworth has, started to nod off.
Owlsworth,
Yes.
we need to get through to Kyle about
No.
how the insurance will work for a deal like this. We really can't put off
Well, I don't
letting
do a
him
lot
keep
of-
his immortality.
A lot of deals where people's parents or family members try to kill them, but suppose I could easily write up the legal for this. I already have everything written up that you've spoken of, as well as I've added the clauses that Kyle has brought up, though we can strike them out if you wish, but they are there.
I just had an idea. We can have a clause in the contract that if Arabella Bywood interferes through her agents or through any of her means with Kyle's natural lifespan upon removing immortality, then all of this is null and void and returns back to original holders.
Yeah, but that sucks for me. If
Yeah, but
I die, that's not a win.
Yeah, but you'll live your full natural lifespan enjoying your riches without your mother being able to touch you legally.
Right, but why is she going to agree to this?
It's
didn't
a lot
know-
of money, Kyle.
Yeah, I didn't know you needed your mom's permission to do things, Kyle.
I just mean if I steal the itinerary, I'm going to die. A lot. So I'll steal your itinerary. It's just
No,
I need a buffer.
Kyle, we can do without that.
Oh, okay, sure.
She will be a non-voting member. You will be a voting member.
I could see it now. Company blossoming from the treetops of Plumeria. The company run by Kyle the Stone.
And you can do the thing that people with means love to do, which is allow your children to inherit all your wealth without paying taxes for it, therefore keeping all their wealth generational and allowing them to carry your Kyle name on through the generations with little to no downside.
I could clone myself and have other me's running around as my children. Weary, that's genius.
I look at
Now transfer my soul into my children when they become the right age.
I look at I look
hold
for
up,
Death
hold
God.
up.
I'm like, does that
yeah,
count?
I'm pretty sure that counts as a form of immortality.
Kyle doesn't have the means to do this. It's just a rich man
Not
speaking
yet.
out loud.
Oh man,
You'll forget.
It's like before this was a thing you could do. Rich people would be like, I wish I could clone my super expensive cat, but now it's a thing that can actually do. So
At the moment, present day, you don't know about a lot of cloning technology.
yeah.
All right. So here are the new terms.
Okay.
We'll drop the itinerary. We don't need that.
Mm.
You will get those shares.
Mm.
You will be a voting board member in several companies.
Mm. What do you get?
We will get your immortality.
Who's gonna get it?
Technically, me.
Oh my goodness. I said weary up to put their foot in their mouth.
Well,
Gosh.
alright, so you want to be immortal.
Yes.
You want your body to have the mushrooms.
Mushrooms?
Alright. It's gonna be some invasive surgery.
Oh,
I-
could we set it aside so I can decide how to best administer it later?
It has to be placed in a body.
Could I pass it along to someone else?
Whoever wants to have the surgery, you just tell me, I'll slap the table up. It's gonna take a few days.
Okay. I peek talk over to the private huddle. TK is dying from void exposure. If TK is cool with this, it might undo the void exposure.
That is true. I was thinking about the means at the moment. Don't you have some extraction method, Weary? Do we really have to go through a several-day surgery?
I think if I lop my own head off, I can technically take over Kyle's body, but that's kind of a non-starter.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't want to experience that for the first time. That sounds like actual hell.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
Okay, so
Alright, sign me up, Buttercup. Let's hit this paper here with a quill.
all right,
Where we sign on the dotted line
yeah. And
after a
I-
careful read.
Yeah, so I look over to Kyle after signing, and I go, "Is this you stating for the look to the owl for the record that you are giving up your immortality?"
I am giving up my immortality by extracting the mushrooms out of my body and giving them to whatever recipient Weary deems fit.
Perfect. I look around, expecting some horrible thing to happen.
Kyle signs.
Okay. You've just made yourself a lot of money, Kyle.
Yes.
And also, you get to live a full, fulfilling life before you pass it on to your clones now. So that's very exciting.
To figure out that whole thing, but that's tomorrow's jibber jabber. Today
Yeah.
we party. Remember, you have to tell the divine voice that I look cool and good.
I feel like you're going to make me regret this because you seem the type, but I'm going to trust that you'll wear something amazing.
We're friends.
Yeah.
Kutok has the clammiest palms of all time because he doesn't really want to do this, but he reaches out and shakes Kyle's hand.
Yeah, no, same. Fully
Yeah,
ready
your
for it
hands
to
wouldn't
be.
be that clammy. Birds don't sweat.
No,
Birds
Kyle,
don't sweat.
man.
This situation has Kutok just
Yeah.
disgusted.
Starts just spitting in the hands for that clamminess.
Yeah, really get the clam going.
And Kyle gives a firm handshake.
Kyle, it was nice doing business with you. And I can't believe I'm saying that.
A pleasure. See you at the ball.
See you there.
Why'd you make that sound sinister?
What do you mean? I'm leaving.
Okay. I walk outside and immediately like collapse against the wall.
As you come out, TK's like, and so then Weary's like,
Yeah.
but the rats have ears, so clearly this is the real world. And I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense. This is all tubes. We're just imagining this. Like you aren't real. You're just a figment of our collective imagination. Because the randos are all in tubes. You see, we're all in tubes.
What if you're the figment?
No, because I've seen the tubes.
Right, but like, what if you're the computer, so you see the tubes because you're on the outside, and then you get turned back on and you're just looking in?
Yeah, but like the guy talks to me.
Right, because he's working on his machine.
GK steps back and
I go over.
I'm witnessing the tubes.
I go over and I put a hand on Trust's shoulder. I've actually seen the tubes too, but honestly, I don't. It existing upsets me, and it feels like a plot thread I'm just going to leave hanging in my life, if that makes sense.
No, but do you want to go get ready? Because the ball's going to be soon.
Yeah.
Weary experienced real life and decided he liked steak best.
I literally said, the steak delicious. I get to marry Trust in this reality. Steak delicious. I go over to TK, kind of privately for a second with Kratok. I guess Glyph, obviously, and Alora, whenever Alora arrives.
Yeah, where's Laura at, real quick?
We'll say Alora arrives as you're kind of all waiting out there. Alora was, hitting up the samosa bar and the mimosa bar, and had made it back. And
Two mimosas.
Yeah, you got a mimosa in one hand, samosa in the other, and you make it back to the party. Kyle has already stormed off, and Owlsworth is writing up the rest of the legal for this to go into full effect. And it's time to get ready for the ball.
We did it. My debts are going to be paid with the Death God, so we're all in the clear for our fun resurrection adventure. Apparently, Kyle's immortality is transferable through mushrooms. I don't know.
Mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
What, like the shit that I got in me?
That's my first thought was...
That little shit's enhanced?
Yeah, but I was thinking because the void was eating away at... Maybe those mushrooms can fix that.
You want me to have you want me to go back in the tube?
I realize what I'm asking, and it's not an exciting thing to ask.
Who would be doing the surgery?
Well, it can't be
Is
Kyle.
it Star?
Because he's going to be... I look around like I really hope it's not Paloma.
Maybe it would be me.
Yeah, you find out who's doing the surgery. Because if it's Star, we're going to have some problems.
Okay, I'll find out. Either way, we have to remove his immortality for the deal to be completed with the Demigod of Death. I was hoping we could
kill him.
Right? No, we can't. We promised him his full natural lifespan.
It's in the contract.
Actually,
His full natural lifespan could be like 5 minutes.
That's the thing, though.
We should ask Death how long his full natural lifespan is.
I'm gonna ask for the Shinigami eye.
So you can see.
Your lifespan.
Know exactly when he dies,
Jeez.
and then we can just do it ourselves.
I really don't like talking to the Demigod of Death.
They're very nice.
You gotta have to talk to him anyways.
All right.
Anyways, there's a ball.
Yeah, I'll ask for your sake, but yeah, we'll figure out the surgery thing, and maybe we'll cure your void cancer too. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Yeah, I don't want you to die either.
Yeah.
And if you want to die, you can just remove the mushrooms. So it's actually really convenient. You get to decide when you die.
No, this shit's not easy to remove.
Oh.
He said it was a
I
very
don't know
invasive
what
surgery.
his mushrooms are, but mine are like all up in my brain and all up intertwined in my shit, you know?
Oh.
That shit's fucking hard coded in there.
Yeah, I go, if you can I have your medical records. I might be able to review those, and maybe I can do the surgery.
Her medical records are more of like, here's what was done versus here's how we did it so that you can replicate it at home.
Oh, it's got a little easy to read instructions.
Try it at home, kids.
Yeah, make
Well,
yourself a mushroom
Thing
body.
about
at
Kyle's
home.
has got a reset button, so you just keep trying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you'll figure it out sooner or later.
All right. Well, this is probably the most reckless kind of surgery I'll ever be doing ever. But
As
sure,
we step
let's give it
into
a shot.
Weary's
Just
villain
go in
mode.
there.
Yeah, I go to the
Villain mode activated.
I play the villain mode plays.
So, all of you are getting ready for the ball. I am forcing my hand and forcing you all.
We're going.
You have spoken to Kyle. Everything seems good, and we are moving you forward. So, it finally is time. I'm gonna read this paragraph I wrote a million years ago.
It's been like a month and a half.
If it's one thing Plumerians love most of all, it is a ball. The decorations, the music, the dance, the clothing, the food, all forms of art being brought together into a masterful event that leaves them singing about it for days, for better or for worse. This ball will be no different. As you leave the manor, the outside is transformed into something of magic. The trees, the fountain, the bushes, everything is decorated and brightly lit. The sounds of music carry through the air while others talk, laugh, and plan. The smells of food linger in the air as you see numerous stations set up, preparing food that guests swing by and collect a plate of, and they're on their way. Complete structures have been set up in mere moments as they were getting ready. Gazebos, stages, tables, everything has been laid out and decorated to the nines. Floating orbs of light lazily drift through the air, illuminating the Crestfeather estate. A large clearing has been set aside where we see countless Plumerians moving in a synchronized dance with intricate steps, spins, leaps, and flapping of wings. As you step out, there is a shouting from a white bellbird Plumerian that carries over the crowd. Now entering Baron Kritok Prismwing, the Honorable Alora, the Honorable Weary, the Honorable Trust, Lady TK37, and the Honorable Glyph. And as you're stepping out, the sun has started to dip a little bit. It's taken a bit to get everything ready as you're all getting ready. But see, what do each of you look like as you are now entering into this festival, this event, this ball?
I'll go because I was gone. Alora is essentially wearing like a fancier, more layered sort of tulle, like not quite a half skirt, but like that goes like right by like the hip bones.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of it is actually a it's the same kind of detailing that's on their bark leg is on the other pant leg. And so it's kind of like one is a short to kind of let that leg be exposed, and the other is something to kind of match that detailing. And then the skirt itself actually looks like just trees, like the top layer of like a tree cover. So there's just different shades of green. There's little like sprouts of brown that are, I am so sorry, Jess, that are just it looks like their dress part is an actual like treetop. So it's all kinds of greens and leaf shapes in the embroidered thread, with just shoots of gold kind of sparking throughout the leaf part of like the third layer of tulle to kind of make it sparkle a little bit. The top part of it is in a halter style actually, and it has the same kind of branch sort of symbol around it. So it's just like this like single branch connecting from like this part of the dress top over to the other side. And the bodice itself is also tree base. So it's like the tree bark. So it's almost kind of the same kind of pattern as the pant bottom. but it is actually the browns are like a brown sequin, so it's very like sparkled on the details. So there's like highlights and lowlights of all of that, so it looks really like just a shiny tree bark. And their hair is actually completely down, and they have it a little bit shorter now. They were like, we're going through shit. We're cutting our hair. There's a voice in my head, and they're annoying. And Bradley told me to. And so it's the haircut ends up kind of being kind of like a, not quite a bowl cut, but just a little bit around like mid-ear length. And it's parted the same, but still just shorter. So it's just kind of nice little floofy waves. They let Bradley, or the voice in their head that they assumed is Bradley, kind of pick their makeup to get him to shut up. And so it's not the best, but it's there. So it's very much like I let my 3-year-old child get a hold of my lipstick. And they picked I'm obsessed with your cat just getting in the way right now, Jess. They picked a very, very like dark lipstick that Alora would never have picked. And it's a very, very deep brown, but Bradley was convinced. They're like, it looks the same as your dress. It's gonna look good. I promise. Like, in just peak Bradley voice. And like they were just like, fine, I'll put it on. I hate it. So they look like this very like angsty, like emo makeup kind of vibe. So it's just like a little bit darker makeup than I think they would ever think to wear. But it's still very simple because they were like, if you put me in vibrant colors, I will find a way to kill myself and get you to shut up. And so
Bradley tried all the colors.
The lipstick was the only thing I think Alora let them actually do. But the other time it was all very much like, okay, but what if I did this? So we can still do the same colors, but what if we did it this way instead? See how pretty that looks? Kind of like making that middle ground to barter with a 5-year-old. But yeah, so that's Alora. And then they're just wearing a like just a regular like flat shoe.
Who's next?
I will go ahead because I see furiously making arm movements. So I'm going to stick close to the drawing that Jess sent me for posterity. So going from a lot more like fabric in general in the wedding outfit, Weary's ball outfit is like still nice and gold and uses those colors, but it's a lot simpler and allows for a lot easier movement. It's big billowy sleeves that don't cover completely the arm. Like they sort of like end here and then they connect back up here. It's a gold dress with like this sort of like swirling gold trim on the edges. It almost looks like metallic in construction. It hugs the hips and then kind of tapers downward. And the top kind of like to work with the weird sleeves has a very deep V, and their hair is down, whereas before it was kind of up behind the headscarf, and the hair is down, and they're wearing like a big headdress that looks like the sun. But it's not big in weight; it's more like big in size. So that's most of what Weir's got going on. They also have some light touches of gold on their makeup and some blue to kind of accentuate their lips.
What do you think Trust would be wearing to go along?
Oh, so it's close to like a military style uniform, but definitely like it's got the little half cloak, it's got the buttons and the sash, and it's more like a kilt on the bottom. So Trust is showing a little bit of leg, but that's fine. We're here for it. We think it's neat. And they have like sort of short boots that don't go up very far. So you do get some nice calf definition going on. Trust is a red tiefling and is bald, but his horns are really big. So his horns are like nice and polished. And the half cloak is a nice like dark red crimson color.
Can I marry Trust? Because goddamn.
That is also based on preliminary art Jess sent me. So.
Oh. Who's next?
Look, I think legs are underestimated. That's all I'm going to add to that conversation.
I'll go. Kratok is wearing a silvery white general's jacket sort of looking thing. I'm just going to describe the picture that Jess put in the Discord of Kratok. You can find it in the artwork channel at the Ballad of the Seven Dice Discord. Yeah, he's wearing this silvery white general's jacket. He's got on like a black belt with a golden buckle. At the bottom of the jacket, where the trim would be, there's a golden trim as well as some rainbow threads throughout. There's also rainbow threads underneath his black shoulder pads that are on the top of the jacket. He has silver adornments on the cuffs as well as the jacket buttons. He is wearing a hat of the same color as the jacket with a gold trim. There's sort of like a Kada badge going on the hat, and it's got rainbow threads reaching across it as well. On top of the hat is a large chicken feather, and as we know, chickens are huge, aggressive beasts in Loch Rialta. Other than that, he has just some basic black pants, and he's wearing some black boots with a golden buckle, and there are some holes in the boots for his talons to reach out and touch grass, because Kratok's all about touching grass. And finally, he is walking with a very regal-looking cane.
All right. Cracks knuckles.
But the big thing that TK was going for was like, hey, fuck all these noble assholes. I want them to see what the real world looks like. So her whole outfit is to accentuate all of her injuries. So face is right out there. There's a lot of midriff and chest showing, all the scars there. And she has removed her mushroom prosthetic, which was a process. They are made to get removed since they can eat you if there's no food for it. So, it's kind of one of those situations. If you get trapped in a cave and your arm starts eating you, you should probably remove it. You'll die a lot slower. That was a whole thing that involved her pulling something inside of it and then having somebody else pulling it and then her screaming because it involved tearing a bunch of nerve endings. And she passed out a little bit, but then was fine. Everything worked out. We're all good. I'm going to pass the rest off to Jess because they designed the outfit and would be much better at describing it than me.
So slightly more info. TK is basically wearing a very, very sharp suit that, as she said, has been altered to show midriff, wearing very small tube top under it. The back is actually also completely cut out, so you can see TK's scars, you can see the tattoo, and there's actually delicate chains on the back that are sewn in to hang, and it looks like a rib cage. And it's very simple but very effective. And meanwhile, very tall and stately next to TK is Glyph, wearing many layers as usual, but they are more fitted and laid so that you can see that Glyph is very stately and tall and thin. And it's a skirt that's open with trousers under it that are very nicely fitted. Very sparkly purple glittery shoes. All this is in colors of purple. And the sparkles are kind of purple mixed with coppery gold, the same copper that is now in TK's chains that Glyph sewed in there furiously while TK was passed out from their arm getting ripped off again.
It was only like 5 minutes. She was fine.
Aloria's just there smacking dirt on you like, no!
And she said it would be fine, that she would probably pass out from shock. It'd be fine.
Yes, and the top is kind of angular layers and kind of a little like what Trust is rocking, this kind of half cape that's covering their missing arm. And then their mechanical arm is covered in the same sparkly mesh as the boots, and the mesh comes up and kind of covers their face partially. And they are wearing the hat that Twillia picked out for them, which has very pretty crystals hanging from the edge of it. So, like, you can't really see Glyph's face. And it's, on anyone else, it would probably be too much, but it's not. It works. And it's very purple, very sparkly, very flowy. And we are here, finally.
You have at last made it to my death ball. So you make it to the ball,
closed.
and there are many, many, many Plumerians that are moving around. And you see, like, some are, like, they're laughing, they're joking around. There's, like, different tables, all sorts of outfits these Plumerians are wearing. Some are incredibly over the top, while others are wearing, more of a muted style. It's like there are Talarians who are present here, and they're wearing a lot of, like, more military outfits as they're walking around socializing. And you see there is a full band that is set up, and you see there's a little gnome conductor that is standing up on a stool that is getting them to go along. And as you're looking around at all the different people here, you see there is all the other Plumerians that you've been playing are moving around. You see there is a Baron Squibbles Melodious trying to convince his wife Henrietta Melodious that they need to get away from the Samosa Bar. It's too dangerous to be here, and it looks like she really wants one. You see the Honorable Skyland Windborn, this macabre Plumerian, is like going around chatting up every single group, really over the top, just happy-go-lucky kind of guy. The Countess, Jeline Charustin, is seeming to stick by a drink Fausti as they're moving throughout the crowd. And you hear this Plumerian once more, the white bellbird Plumerian, which, fun fact, the white bellbird is the loudest bird that exists. Its call sounds like a weird sci-fi siren. Check it out on YouTube. There's a 30-second clip that I watched this morning. So you're there, and you hear suddenly announced, now announcing Duke Peyton Thaler. And strutting forward is this skeleton. They have two large gemstone eyes, these gilded bones. There's these magical runes that are carved into the skull. They are marching forward, very large top hat and a sharp suit, and they have a cane that ends in a large diamond. As they're strutting forward, you hear their bones like click-clacking as they're going down these stairs. They're waving to people, and other people are clapping as coming in. Now announcing Duchess Arabella Bywood. And as you know, Lady Arabella Bywood walks in wearing a full suit of golden armor with a sword adorned at her side, a shield on her back, and a helmet under one arm. She walks forward with a very serious look on her face, like nodding to people as they're once more clapping. Lord Kyle. As Kyle steps out in a very, very plain looking outfit. It is a long sleeve t-shirt and just a pair of basic pants. As they walk out there and they go, "Ho!" And suddenly this glimmer happens over their outfit. These feathers burst from it. You see these large wings just like come out of the back. This whole shine, their outfit completely transforming to this whole multicolored like feathered outfit as they strut forward. And you can hear as some people going, "God damn it, Kyle did do it." As he was bragging to everyone that he had created some sort of clothing that will change on command. I hate this man.
Wait, that's actually like really cool.
Yeah, that's the problem with Kyle, is they're incredibly talented.
Complimenting that is not. I don't feel bad for complimenting the cool brain changing outfit. I think that's neat.
Right, that's why Kyle's a problem. So they like leech their way in with their talent, and they're just terrible otherwise. Now announcing Duke Tyrell Fatona. And we watch as a human walks in. Gray suit, gray hair. They adjust their tie, and they step forward. A stone-looking expression as they gaze out across the crowd, stepping down these stairs. People seem a little nervous as they're walking in, but they're giving claps. TK, you feel a pit at the bottom of your stomach. You don't know this man, but you know this man. And you're kind of scared of this man. And he walks on in. Announcing Duke Gregor O'Connell.
What?
Now, we all know what a person looks like when they walk downstairs. Get that out of your mind. We don't need that memory anymore for this situation. As they walk forward, they are wearing these actually very fine looking robes. They have this like gold thread that's been going all along, like the trim, the outside of it. The robes themselves are brown, and their hair is slicked back, very greasy. They smile. There's only a few teeth there, somewhat rotted. The skin on their face quite tight. As they move forward, they move like moving too much on one side of their body as they're going down the stairs, then correcting it with the other side. And it's almost as if sometimes their body gives out while they're walking, and then they pick it back up and they're moving, and like it's like that wasn't their body, and they're just trying to get used to it. They're walking forward. They have an old walking stick they're leaning on. Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to your ball. As they wave out, and people are looking at each other, clapping, and you hear some murmuring. What the fuck is that? So, this person is walking in. So you are here at the ball. These people that you know and may not know are starting to mingle in the crowds. Kyle is gathering a crowd of annoyed, but, trying to put on a pleasant, like, oh, Kyle, that was so wonderful, faces as they start crowding around. You see Duchess Arabella Bywood is speaking to a few Talarians who are also outfitted in their military garb. You see Tyrell Fatona is standing, and they go and they pick up a cocktail, and they're just leaning on one of the tables, looking directly at TK. And you see Gregor O'Connell is walking forward, cornering people, forcing them to talk to them, and they look uncomfortable. What would y'all like to do in my ball?
Okay.
TK is not taking her eyes off of Tyrell since he walked in.
It's these cold gray eyes just staring at you, through you.
This is very bad. Something's wrong.
Glyph is like, I know, Kyle is a genius.
TK, something you have to remember is that nothing here will be solved by might or brutality. So the worst that can happen is that we look like fools. But that won't happen. I guarantee it.
I will remind everyone, at the ball, everyone's rank is effectively all the same. So if you do get into a fight with someone with words, you will be trading kind of blow for blow. Also, whenever you're in a precarious situation, all harm is doubled to both recipients.
Oh no.
And every playbook also has a move that's activated during a ball. At any time during this ball, I won't necessarily be trying to pull them in, but if you want to use one of your Plumerians, maybe it's to help with the situation, maybe it's to talk to an NPC that you want to get more information out of. It's up to you, but you can, essentially take control of that Plumerian whenever you see fit.
Oh man, mine's dead.
Well, Twilia's ball move is that her charm score is doubled, so she's
So powerful.
sparkling.
Welcome to my domain.
And she does come up to I guess we're all still together.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of at
probably
this
a
point.
high school moment. You're all huddled in a crowd off to the side.
Yeah, she does come up. She is wearing a black and pink, very large ball gown that has black thin little feathers coming off of it. If you saw the Met Gala, you know which dress it is. And it's just feathers and ribbons and silks. And she swishes up. She's like, "Oh, my lovely Randos, it's so good to see all of you. Oh, Kratok, the hat, amazing. Glyph, the hat, amazing. I told you that you needed it. Everyone looks spectacular." And she's just fawning over everyone.
Julia, you're mighty fashionable yourself.
This old thing. I thought I would get it out and shake the dust off a bit. I know I haven't been to a ball in 3 whole weeks. Goodness. I know it has been a minute for you as well. I'm not sure everyone else's if your dance cards have been filled or how many balls you've attended. And she's kind of like, "You've surely been to a ball before, right?" Like,
Kratok's like scratching behind his head.
well, there will be
a tube.
a tube. I'm sure that's a delightful type of goblin romp. But there will be dances. There are. If anyone's here who don't know, I can introduce you. I know almost everyone. But yes, but just you can't just kind of huddle near the staircase. It's not the best place to be. You can't see or be seen, kind of down here in the shadows. So
I can see a lot.
Yes, the chandeliers are very bright. But you also want to be seen, and you all look so amazing. So yes, let's go. And I'm kind of shooing you all out of.
As we're going, TK wants to study the situation.
Hell yeah.
'Cause I have a fun ball move where I can't get less than 7 on this.
Nice.
Because I'm vigilant. That's good because I rolled a 3.
Is it vigilant or paranoia?
It's vigilant.
Could be
So
one.
yeah. Well, where's my questions? What is being hidden from me?
While Duke Gregor O'Connell is wandering around, loping around, I don't know how I would describe their gait, but when they're going around, their eye definitely seems to be watching you, and you're a trained military specialist. You know what they're doing. They're making sure you're all right.
We're just getting in contact with the Duke.
Which one?
Dukes.
Lilia says that.
Our boss,
Those of great danger.
the
Your
bone guy.
Your boss is the skeleton. Oh.
I hear my bones ringing. And
Oh.
marching over. Yeah.
Oh
Your-
boy.
We met him when he was in a box.
Yeah.
Was he in a coffin?
No, like a puzzle box.
Puzzle.
I
It was
figured
a
it out because I'm smart.
skeleton in a puzzle box. Kratok, your companions are hilarious.
An existential coffin. If you think
He
about
wasn't
it.
a skeleton at the time. He was like a
It was
ghost.
a doom cube. It was made
I'm a
out of
cube.
my
I'm
family.
afraid to say, Tolia, they're dead serious.
The cube was made. My family was compressed. You see, into the cube, and I was in there.
Glyph's like, yes, it was an absolute nightmare
Yeah, it was
for everyone
bad.
involved.
I didn't
Yeah.
have a bad I didn't have a bad time in there.
Duke Payton, what brings you to Plumeria?
The parties, but also I've been trying to find you.
Accents.
I'm trying to make sure this voice isn't Kyle's, but I keep drifting. Well, I've been trying to locate you since I ran into all of you while you were in Croken Valley.
Mm-hmm.
But the information I wish to speak with you is sensitive.
Oh.
They rotate their skeletal head.
Hi, Duke Payton. This is my husband. Whatever, and I introduce Trust. Whatever you can say to me about our situation, you can also say to him.
Well, I don't know if I trust you yet, but it's great to meet you.
We're also kind of in the middle of a crowded room with ears everywhere, so
Yeah,
maybe
The
maybe we
perfect time
stay
to
on
share
the-
information.
No, it's not.
Why?
Why don't we go to the garden?
Where
I need some
everyone's
fresh air
making
anyway.
out. Yes.
That's just
It's early for
try
the
to get
makeouts, Duke Payton.
Then you haven't been to the garden yet.
we can't go to the garden yet. Okay, we gotta figure out what's going on here. Because something's going on. This shit is sketch as fuck.
Which is
Am I
why
allowed
we
to
should
say
just-
that word at a ball?
Sketch?
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know. These old bones haven't been to a ball in some time.
Oh.
There's been plenty worse said at balls before.
Well,
Okay.
if we could trust everyone here, I suppose let's throw these beans on the table. I have been looking into the masks. That's what I was doing the whole time. I wasn't gallivanting. I wasn't gambling.
Surely.
We got 2 down, by the way. I
I
don't know if you
wasn't
heard.
scheming. Really? Oh yes, I
Yeah.
sent you your money.
Oh,
We
right.
received the money.
Yeah, just making sure.
I gesture to our very nice outfits.
Oh yeah, that's where all our all our funding has been going to all our outfit changes. Thanks.
There is a mask in the far reaches of North Harbor. I'm not talking about on land either. What I gather is this stuff's sitting on an iceberg somewhere. Someone's chilling. Get it? That was my fun joke. They're chilling there.
Oh.
I received
One of
no
the wares-
laughter from all of you. I am.
I'd say you really boned that joke.
Oh,
Uh.
And we laugh.
well, throw me a bone here. Perfect. I am your boss.
You didn't have to remind us.
Oh, wait,
Why would you do
yeah,
that?
I do gotta talk to you about something in private later.
Of course, yes. Also, I don't know if you know this. There's a lot of plywoods here.
Yeah, no.
There
I
are
noticed-
at least
and
3.
There's also that guy that keeps giving me the death stare.
I mean,
I
in
don't
town,
like him
there's
at
a
all.
lot of bywood goons.
Yes.
Just shady, like interns all wearing like the same suit.
Well, you could tell they're all malnourished and
I was gonna say they're all sweating.
So pale.
overworked. They're not sleeping.
Wounds. Twillia doesn't know anything about masks or any of this.
Why
Your
is-
boss is a skeleton.
What are you doing here? Get out of here.
This will put your life in danger.
Yeah, Twillia, you really this is
You
not
really shouldn't hang out around us.
I was
It's
just here. No one
very
told me to
bad
leave.
for your health.
I thought you would all even go outside and have a super secret conversation, but here I am. So
I tried to tell people not to have a super secret conversation in the middle of the fucking ballroom, but nobody wants to listen to me.
I tried to offer the garden.
listen,
There's people
everyone-
making out in the garden.
look around.
Did that
Look
They're
stop
not going to
us?
pay attention to us.
thought
It
we-
would have been fine.
I thought we were
If I was
going
making
to.
out with somebody, I'd still be paying attention to my surroundings.
Well, I feel sorry for that partner then. But anyway,
Are you really?
You kiss with your eyes open?
I don't know. Maybe.
Cousin Kratok, you owe me a
Bed
dance.
kiss?
What? Pardon?
You're being whisked away.
I'm whisking you away.
Oh no.
The other person that closes their eyes must remember my eyes are open.
Well, they're just
Wait, don't
discussing.
you want to like see the person that you're?
Is this
you're,
what
like,
you
kiss-
wanted to talk to me about? Because this is a private conversation. I could show you how to kiss
TK's
someone.
just like kind of talking to herself at this point.
Hey, great. We have a location for a new mask. Awesome. Thank you so much, Duke Payton.
I'm gonna be traveling around the party.
Uh-huh.
Who's that charming gentleman who came down those stairs and just created their outfit? They seem fun.
That is
You-
Lord Kyle Bywood.
Yeah.
Honestly, you probably
Ballad.
would love. You would probably love Kyle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure you would love Kyle.
I would
Yeah.
tell
Talk
you
to
of
him.
my dalliance I had with Arabella Bywood.
Cliff doesn't have
Oh,
organs
dude,
or a
nah.
stomach.
Oh,
But
no.
you do hear like,
Ugh.
like this gagging.
Oh, that's the worst.
Like some
No,
nuts and bolts.
But please go talk. You should go talk to him right now before he is swamped with interest parties.
And they snap their bones a few times as they go backwards, and they just shift their body like that. So all the bones just move around as they start walking towards Kyle.
Okay.
He's
So
getting
that's,
really comfortable in that body.
well, he has
Just
been.
like vibing with it.
He's
Yeah.
actually he's preferred this to its normal one.
I kind of envy how
Body.
quickly he got used to it. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder how he's going to feel if I undo the Doom Cube magic, and he is returned to regular life.
Yeah, I'm sure you can always just strip off all your flesh. Anyways,
You might just
Anyway,
we got a lot of shits around.
do
Got a lot of shits in here. This place stinks.
do I see Paloma? I've got eyes on two Bywoods. Where is Paloma?
I think you do see Paloma.
Oh.
Let's see. Where would Paloma be? Directly behind you?
Oh God!
I think so.
Hey, Glenn, how's it
Where's Paloma?
Jump!
going? Hi, Glenn.
Hey, Ian, what's Paloma wearing?
Paloma is Paloma, harkening back to her days as a Santa's elf, is wearing a like a candy cane striped dress that ends in like various feathers that are dipped in blood, as like a headdress on top of her already, and like you can tell like because it's a ball and you can wear costumey stuff. The bird on Paloma's head is not coiled up into hair the way it normally is, but it has unfurled itself, and you can see the beak and like the wings are like dipped in blood. And there's a slight delay because the bird head will move and then Paloma's head will move to talk. And it is like a candy cane striped dress that like wraps around her, but it's like you can tell that it's meant to mimic the look of bleeding. So it's all very macabre. Yeah, no, I was right behind you the whole time. Did I get you?
Ah, you did. I was very surprised and startled.
Yeah, that's the Paloma way.
Cliff's second.
How's
Rethinking
it going?
this.
How's it going, randos? You guys do anything neat while I was doing business?
We were also doing very important business.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you also And you see her smell and the bird just kind of look around. I think some of you partook in some violence too. Did you fight some goons recently?
Perhaps.
Oh,
No,
that's cool.
no,
took
no
a bath.
goons. I don't know that bird. I think it was a loon.
The goon
I don't
might,
know about any goons. I'm
the
not sure.
goon might have been a
What
loon.
is that?
Wait, do we see any of Rip's goons also?
There are hedges everywhere. It's
Yeah.
possible.
There's so many
They could be
goons
anywhere.
in this room right
It's too
now.
weird.
There's just a random bush in the center of the dance floor.
A lot of them, like,
It's a
a waiter
it's
comes by, is
3
like,
to 1.
"Hey, you want yourself a drink? Which one you want? Come on, pick it up. Come on,
It's a
take
3
a
to 1
drink."
goon ratio.
Mookie.
It's
Me-
Side gig.
It's Mookie. I gotta make.
Those house parties
So
always go
spooky.
like
You gotta
up
make
in
some
here.
dosh, boss. Come on, take a drink.
I miss Mookie. Oh.
So as you're speaking to Paloma, we hear this white bellbird sing once more. Now announcing Dudley Fluff Feathers, who's announcing the divine voice. And Dudley Fluff Feather steps out. Their gray feathers have been preened. They are ready. They are looking good. They're wearing their best vest that's barely fitting. It's like the buttons are just like sort of really stressed as they're going along, and they settle up. Their feathers poof up a little bit because they are nervous. I, Dudley Fluff Feather, am singing out one of our greatest songs to announce the coming of the divine voice. You may partake in choreographed steps if you so desire. You may venture forward without your comrades. For if your brethren do not partake in capering, and if they do not wish to further indulge in jigging, therefore they shall not be allies of mine. Here now, we can journey where we wish. A destination there I shall never see. And we may take the initiative to show that we are not denizens of this planet, and vacate the existing one in the vast reaches of space. And they unfurl their wings as they step back. And we end the session there.
Beautiful. Tears.
We made it.
We did it.
You made it to the ball.
Right, the ball.
It's October.
I tried. Time for Halloween special. No! You get back to the ball.
No, this is the nightmare
Oh,
Halloween.
that would have been so good. It could have been a costume party.
That would have been
Yeah.
pretty neat.
more
Well,
balls.
Now we'll,
Ah.
now we'll just have to experience a different form of horror.
Yay!
Don't worry. There's going to be
It's gonna be
social
the complete
anxiety.
opposite. Everything's gonna go right. We're not gonna have any problems. That's the true horror. That's what
Nothing going wrong.
I feel
Oh,
like
can we do like a really sweet, like adorable, like fall themed adventure for Halloween?
But I like Halloween adventure.
I don't
That's
know.
true. That's
I
hard.
could.
Where's the horror in that?
Yeah. We'll see.
Picks up my box that says Mouse Ritter and waves it in front of the camera.
right.
Maybe if you want to take over the Halloween special, by all means.
No. You can't
No,
ask
we
me
gotta
that. You
have
can't
our-
ask me that on stream. Then I have to commit, and I don't want to commit yet. I don't know.
Then I'll do it. I'll figure out Wanderhome in like 2 minutes.
There we
Not
go.
Wanderhome. What is it? Humblewood. I'll figure it out.
Mouse Ritter.
So
I think the randos should just go trick or treating and have a good time.
Aw,
Ooh, I
that's
like that.
cute.
We go trick or treating, Lucas.
We could be the Lil Randos.
ooh, we could do a kids on bikes adventure.
Oh, we can be
Write
the
that
little
down.
randos.
Little randos.
Write that down.
Oh.
I do have
Wait,
a
does that mean Glyph
horrifying
is like a Roomba?
adventure.
Oh.
Glyph is like a cash register.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously Glyph is the littlest toaster. That's
Oh.
what that one's called, right? The littlest toaster. Is it the bravest
Brave
toaster?
little
Brave
toaster.
is brave.
There's something about that toaster being little.
Yeah. It'll just fly around. Only you all can see it. Is it a shared hallucination? We'll find out.
Or your
Is
best
it
friend.
a tube?
Most
Yeah.
of our spin-offs, except for the Christmas one, are shared hallucinations.
No, they were just different realities.
Yeah, no,
Reality's complicated.
happened.
Yeah.
We just wound up in tubes, and now we're on
man.
some weird prison planet somewhere together.
We're just trying to see how many different game systems we could shove into one campaign.
Yeah.
Lucas's cinematic universe is actually called the Tubeverse.
Oh,
if you didn't
no.
know.
So many tubes. There's this
There's so many tubes.
And if
So
you're,
it's
you
tubes
might not
all the
know
way
this,
down.
but in the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
it's actually canon that it's
there
all
was a
tubes.
vat of liquid tubes.
Wow.
And the narrator tripped and fell into the vat,
Oh,
creating
man.
the
What a
Tubeverse.
callback.
Yeah.
What a callback.
Oh, good times. All right, so we are having a giveaway. I understand. We'll draw some names here. Let me see. I'm pulling up my list of names. Over here, and we have pick a random name from a list. Random name from a list. Hell yeah. Ooh, the one with all the pop-ups. Subscribe to our premium version. I don't want to. I'm only using this like once every 3 months. I wonder if there's someone who uses this so much they're like, I need that premium version without the ads to pick a random name.
Futures.
Oh,
Teachers.
that's true. All right, here we go. Pick a random name. It's shuffling. Why didn't pick one? What kind of shit? What side is this? Oh, it's down here. Okay. For random name, we have would like to rage.
Ooh.
But you thought we were stopping there. We're picking another one.
Ah.
Dun, picking a random name, and it's just spinning. It's spinning a little bit more. Steven Works. All right, that's Stefan, maybe, or if it's Steven, I don't know. It's with the PH though. I believe they are one of our Twitter entries. So congratulations to the two of you. You've won yourselves a copy of Journey Through the Radiant Citadel on Roll20. So I will be reaching out to you later. Thank you so much for your support. I'm getting hit by more pop-ups. I have to close this quickly. It's too many. All right, so yes, and now we can go around the table as I start formulating a plan for a Halloween specials. Too many ideas. As the little randos go trick-or-treating in my terrible, terrible town. All right, so let's go around the table. Anything you want to promote, anything like that you want to just talk about, by all means. I wanted to talk about something cool. And wait, what do you mean? What's cool? I'm doing another campaign. I don't believe in free time. I think free time is the devil. So if you also are like me and want to spend more of your free time doing cool stuff, well, good news. We have a new campaign coming out. It'll be October 1st. This campaign is pre-recorded. I'm pasting a link there. That's the Twitter one. That'll take you to one of our 2 trailers. This campaign is known as Escaping Carcosa. It'll be 2 different games, so there'll be 2 GMs. I'm the GM of the Pathfinder game, and there is Michaela, who is with us for the Nostradamus Corp Gradient Descent, who will be GMing the other one, which is a Call of Cthulhu game. These 2 games will be running, coinciding together, so we'll be usually doing switching between them. It'll be bi-weekly so that I can breathe and live. But that means, every 2 weeks we'll be putting an episode up, and they'll usually be an hour to an hour and a half. How it will be, I'm adding sound effects, add music, all that kind of normal stuff for a podcast. It will be also on the podcast feed, and it takes place with one group is trapped inside a video game, die in the game, die in real life, classic, good times, and that's the Pathfinder crew. I am subjecting them to all the horrors that our dear randos know and love, which is fun. And the other group is the Call of Cthulhu group, the investigators who are trying to break everyone out of the game, this Carcosa Online, that was created by none other than the Nostradamus Corporation. And they are trying to investigate the Nostradamus Corporation, which is a totally cool and normal company. And that takes place in Seattle, so it's on Earth. So we have this cool game. It'll be here on Twitch, as well as it'll be on YouTube, and it'll have character art. I'm drawing a ton of character art. My art is progressively getting better. Please be kind as we start. And so it'll have popping up like an old JRPG, talking, moving when someone's talking, that kind of stuff. So get ready for all that. I'm very excited. I've been having a lot of fun learning video editing, and I'm quite proud of what we came up with. So it'll be starting on October 1st at 4 p.m. CST. That is a Saturday. Alrighty. So that was my big thing that I want everyone to check out. As for other groups, I've been listening to, I think is it The Last Refuge podcast? The Last Refuge. It's a lot of fun. It is a group where it's 3 Azamar and a Tiefling who have suddenly been just taken to this island that is run by kobolds, orcs, and Yuan-ti. And those are the main ruling species on this land. And essentially they get flung into it. They have no idea what the hell's going on, and they're trying to make sense of the world. It's a D&D 5e game, and I've been having a lot of fun listening to it. So check out The Last Refuge.
Ooh.
Ian.
Hi, everybody. I hope I'm not muted. I'm not muted. I have recommendations. But first, you can find me on Twitter at Ian_Caliente. But besides that, I have a podcast I'm in. One of them is over and starting their season 2. That's Tempest Multi. I'm also in that game is a Monster of the Week game. Southern Gothic style. Very fun times. We mostly win. We managed to defeat the evil. It's very neat. Or maybe we don't, because there's a season 2, which implies that all the threads weren't dealt with. Ooh. I'm also in the Beyond the Crumbling Veil podcast, which is a Call of Cthulhu game where my character, among 2 others, have been summoned for a will reading for someone we don't know very well. And given the rules of any mystery story taking place prior to World War II, going to an innocent will reading in an isolated manner in the countryside of England has no possibility of going wrong, none whatsoever. I also have a dog in that game named Bosco, who's very cute. He's, I want to say, Doberman. So very, very good boy. If you want your podcast dog representation, Bosco is there. And I'm also going to recommend that you find some of the really good Superman stories and read them. Because a superhero that's ostensibly about hope and doing your best and being an example for other people to do their best is a nice thing to read every now and then. I have a Red Sun Superman shirt, which that one is not as hopeful as your usual Superman stories, but it is an interesting take on if Superman landed in the Soviet Union, and it's a really good comic and you should read it. But those are my comic recommendations. Those are my podcast recommendations. So that's all I got.
I did just listen to your Crumbling Veil podcast, and it is a Doberman, as well as there's Deckard Cain. Deckard
Cain, hilarious. Absolute clown. Love that Deckard Cain.
Meg.
Hey, I am Meg. I am so sorry I was late. Being an educator sucks when you have a meeting that is 30 to 45 minutes away from everything where I normally am. But I'm glad I was here. You can find me on Twitter at Narnia's Pants, where I screech about being a music educator, screech about TTRPGs and mutual support for everybody that needs it. My brain just quit working. I'm exhausted. So sorry. I have a game coming up in November on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. I get to be a little barbarian raccoon, and I'm very, very excited because I have never gotten to play a barb, let alone an actual stormy kind of barb. Because fun fact, my first D&D game was actually 4E, and I was a storm warden, and I have been desperately trying to figure out how to play that again in 5E. So I'm hoping this kind of fixes that, because I've been playing clerics for a while and I love them, but I'm very excited to play something new. That will be over on oh crap, what is her channel called? 2 seconds. The Hype Goblin. There we go. You can also follow Sarah, which is the Hype Goblin, over on Twitter, and she will be posting more stuff there. Her channel is amazing because anything we do get actually goes towards the Trevor Project. Most of the stuff that she does goes into either the players and replacing our tech equipment if need be, kind of like how Lucas does with us, as well as just kind of paying odds and ends off the utilities of running a stream. She does all the production. We actually have an artist, and I'm very excited because their art is amazing. So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll find out more information there. If you follow the Hype Goblin on Twitter, she's awesome. I love Sarah. She's the sweetest person I've ever met. So if you go follow us and support us, that is awesome. Any extra funds we occasionally might be getting, but most of it goes into just kind of paying the bills and keeping the lights on. Beyond that, drink your water. Stay hydrated.
I did not do this. this session, and I'm dying.
Yeah. Don't be like Lucas. Drink your water. And that's it. I think for now.
Jess.
I was just gonna say, also say drink water. I don't have anything going on. I'm in a couple recordings that will eventually be podcasts, but they are all in the works and are a cooking. So that's exciting stuff. But that's down the line. I don't know. Drink water. Take care of yourselves. Read a book. Pet a cat. The cat you have seen is Mr. Crowley. He is my friend's cat that I'm cat sitting. He is a special angel, but he's also been all on my computer. So I hope everyone enjoyed seeing him. He's precious. But yeah, thank you all for coming out. We made it to the ball.
We did. It was close. Eve.
Hello, I am Eve. You can find me at Lawless Vic on the Twitter. That is Lawless and Crimes, because I do criminal things, but that's just parody. I'm not really a criminal who does crimes. So the FBI and the police, the CIA, go fuck off. And then Vic is in Victory, VIC.
I've already forgotten the first parts.
It's Lawless Vic, Lawless Victory. There you go. But it's just Vic because somebody already took Lawless Victory and they didn't do anything good with it. Just sitting on it like assholes. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. Recommend that new Mountain Dew that Voodoo for. It's pretty good. Tastes like sweet tarts. Also recommend Dogs. My dog has been pretty good. Just pooping on the regular. I'm happy about that. I cannot stress this enough. I do not recommend the film Moonfall. It made me just incomprehensibly just angry. Like, I don't hate many movies. There's a lot of movies that I don't like. I fucking hated Moonfall. I've never said fuck off more times throughout a movie. Just every time anything happened, I was just like, fuck off. Like, I'm very good about suspending my disbelief. I could do that all the time. I play TTRPGs. I'm very good at suspending my disbelief. Every second of this movie, not a goddamn time I could go by without my disbelief itself getting just absolutely like, no. Disbelieve this. This is dumb. I fucking hate this. And I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I hate this. I hate it. It's so bad.
Just play.
Do not watch it.
Just play Majora's Mask. It's better Falling Moon.
It sucked. It wasn't even just like, I could just like ignore this. No, I hated it so bad that I couldn't stop watching it because of how angry it made me. Oh, do not watch it. This is me telling you right now. Don't take this as a challenge.
I'm gonna take this clip and at Moonfall.
It is not worth it. It would just make you angry and not in a fun way. I hated it. The least they could do is make the effects of the moon approaching Earth consistent. No, they don't have to bother to do that. It's just like whatever we feel like in the moment. Sure. It's like, why the fuck did you? Like, the acting's dry. The script is fucking terrible. Nobody wanted to be there. The VFX crew just like, we're just phoning in. We're blowing shit up. Yeah. It looks terrible and it sounds terrible. Everything's about it's bad.
This cliff is gonna blow up, and all the Moonfall heads are gonna
Oh
come
man,
after
they're,
us.
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah.
come for us.
Also,
I love
Don't
it.
worry,
I love
I
it.
keep going. I
Don't worry.
keep going
Don't
about
worry.
how much
all,
I fucking
all
hate
three
this.
Moonfall heads are gonna be really upset. There's dozens of them.
Anyways, carry on. My dog is whining so much.
So
right
so
now.
He
this
also
Rise of
hates
Nyarlathotep Discord movie night. We're gonna watch Moonfall.
No, we're not. No, I refuse. I refuse. I will quit this podcast before I watch. fucking
You know the video that's going
Moonfall.
In
around
case
right
Mark's
now?
like a bus.
The person watching like the dominoes go and they're explaining how they're feeling. We'll just do that with Eve watching Moonfall.
Ugh, hate it.
All right, Jason, you got to follow that up.
Yeah, so first of all, I can confirm that Moonfall is absolute trash gutter tier movie.
Oh, it's
However,
terrible.
On the other hand, I believe there are people that love trash gutter tier movies because of how bad they are.
I do.
And if you're one of those people, you should definitely watch it.
though. This was not a valuable trash gutter tier movie. This is just like
It's so bad it's comedy.
it's
You have
not
to find the comedy
comedy.
in
It
the
was
badness.
not
It's
so
so
bad that
bad
it was
it's funny.
comedy. It was just bad.
63% of users
just-
said they like this movie.
They're fucking idiots, and I feel like if I met any one of those people, I would slap them. They're
Anyway.
wrong.
You're not gonna believe what the Rise crew said about Moonfall.
Shock
I
reaction.
can't wait for our
Wait
viral.
to
Yeah,
see
like
10
let's
other
do like
opinions
everyone
on
make a
movies.
shocked reaction face so Lucas can clip it for the thumbnail.
All right, I'll use that.
Anyways,
I think we lost
Yeah.
the thread.
yeah, it's so bad I can't think of anything else to say. So thanks for coming out, everyone.
All right, thanks for coming out, everyone. Check out October 1st. We'll also be back on Tuesday, 6:30. You know and love it. We are going to figure out what's happening at this ball. Check out Moonfall.
No.
All right,
fuck
we're
up.
gonna go raid someone. We're gonna raid someone.
Told
Everyone
people
watch
to
Moonfall.
check out-
Bye.
No,
You should do
God,
Moonfall.
I hate you all.
Wait,
Play
there's-
Disco Elysium.
We're gonna raid that hype goblin one. So
Yeah, Hype Goblin.
Is Sarah on?
yeah,
Is she? Oh shit!
Is she?
Play Disco Elysium. It's a good game.
yeah, they were just
Yeah.
on like a second ago.
Uh-oh.
There's still showing.
Uh-oh.
Sarah on. Hold on.
It probably
I
came
love-
on because they're like,
I love
I heard
rating
Meg's
somebody
she's
that's
on.
leaving.
All right.
Meg's talking about us.
The rating is from mature audiences, so make sure you go there, explain Moonfall. I ask you to explain the plot of Moonfall using
I'm
Majora's
gonna
Mask.
I can explain.
Everybody
the plot.
loves
I
Moonfall.
cannot stress this
Alright.
enough. I watched it. I can
False.
explain
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
it. Bye.
Bono. We're rating.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.